Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, o see them yopo.
Adam, I'm sure.
I will barrister, not even junior.
I will.
Let's get into the issues. I mean, what happened yesterday?
Okay, so the PIF, I just go to the meaty part before I now go step by step.
Sure.
So at a point in time, when I'd gone to the OSP to assist them, give them further information, a soldier insulted me that I am stupid. That's what the soldier said. I'm stupid. He was performing police normal security duties and he said I'm stupid. So I also replied that he's stupid. And then he repeated the stupid. I also replied stupid. I think 2-3 times. Then a lawyer, one of my lawyers pulled me away. So that's the main part. He insulted me. It was the soldier who insulted. I have witnesses. Now let's go to what led to the insults for you to see and the other things.
Sure.
So I had gone to the OSP to give them information as they had requested because I had made allegations against Kisi Jabin that he's incompetent because he allowed Ofuriata to run away. He himself said he saw Ofuriata leave, blah, blah. We all know that story.
Yeah.
So we've been pushing that he should be removed for that. And then I also mentioned corruption allegations against him. Okay. So when I did that, so when I got there, Joy News journalist asked to interview me, Fatao.
Okay.
So I agreed. So I went out, I parked my car in the yard and then went outside to go and conduct the interview and come back. So when whilst we were doing the interview outside, not in the OSP yard, outside, and the cameraman was not positioned to capture the OSP office, etc. No, so you will not know that this OSP.
Okay.
Rather, you see an ECG facility. So it's an ECG facility that served as a background.
Okay.
So in the course of the interview, a policeman came and told me that, told us, the three of us, that we should move and that he had warned them that they shouldn't conduct interviews there. All right. So listen, they sought to question Fatao and the cameraman sought to question the policeman because they could see that this place is for ECG, it's not for
OSP.
Listen, OSP. But me, no, call it me charge it money. You see, but me because I didn't want trouble, I quickly said no. Listen, what do you call? Let's move quickly. So we moved. Okay, wait here. Okay. So we moved. Now, when we finished the interview, I came back into the yard. That's the OSP yard. So I met the policeman who came to sack us. He said nothing. I said nothing. Then I bypassed him. So as I bypassed him, then listen, I didn't know who it was. Then somebody started talking a bit higher. So you could see that he was drawing my attention. So I turned. And then as I turned, his words were that we allowed you to park here and you went outside to go and talk, blah, blah, blah. Next time, I'll not allow it. So I said, but how can you say next time you not allow it? What law allows you to do that? You have no power to prevent me from going outside to make an interview. Then he left me, so he kept quiet. Then I moved another 2 or 3 steps. Then another soldier, I didn't know it was a soldier. Each one I had to turn because I had gone past the security post. So then another person said, but as for me, look, next time you come and do that here, I will show you, pa. You know when a soldier says, I'll show you, pa. So you could see that it was a threat. So I turned and said, but how? How can you show me? You have no power to show me anything. It's not allowed. You can't do that. You see this vigilante mentality of some soldiers. So I said, you cannot do that. Then, so when I said he cannot do that, then he told me that I'm a stupid man. So I said, what? Have you reached that point? He said, I'm a stupid man. So then I looked at him and said, no, this is an escalation. So I also replied that he, the soldier, is also a stupid man. And he repeated, and I repeated. Then my lawyer came and held me, then that we should go inside, go to the reception, because this is the yard. If you know the OSP, you see that the security post is at least 10, 15 meters away from the reception. So one of my lawyers came and pulled me that we should go. So we went inside. So, but the shock of it, that the soldier could insult me like that, I mean, I was shocked. I was traumatized. So when I entered, Even on my way inside, I met a policewoman in Mufti. Then I said, madam, I was coming inside to report. Look at what this soldier has done. Abused me, blah, blah. But the policewoman said nothing. So I entered, and then in the reception, I told them that I want to make a formal complaint against the soldier, blah, blah, blah. Then they told me, oh, it has to be a call. It's not an office they'll take me to. Or even if it's an office, I'm not allowed there. They say it's a phone call, so I should wait. So whilst we're waiting to be ushered in to see the persons we were to see yesterday, it took about 15 minutes, but they never gave me that help. They said they will assist me to make the phone call, but they never did. So when we're even going up, then I told them, you had mentioned that you helped me, but this thing that you've not done. Okay, when I go upstairs, when we go to meet the committee, we'll let them address that first. Because I was traumatized that a soldier could just insult a citizen like that. It's unbecoming. In the first place, what is even a soldier doing at the OSP? Performing police normal duties. If you think the OSP, the building is in danger, etc., then you are supposed to dress the soldier up in proper military war attire so that it will create that fear. But these soldiers are not in war attire. They are just in normal, their fatigues. So then we went upstairs. So when we went upstairs, my lawyers laid that first complaint that we should address it first. So the people on the committee agreed. So they decided to come down to verify what happened. They came back 45 minutes later to say that, they didn't mention who, but they said, there are counter accusations against me. But since the committee don't have the jurisdiction to go into that, I should write a statement for an administrative inquiry. Later they'll call me, so they'll set up an administrative inquiry to go into it. So I wrote my statement, then we finished. So when I finished writing the statement, we now came to the business for the day. And the business for the day is that, okay, you are here. We've asked you to come and provide us further details of the incompetence you've leveled against Kissi Ejabe, the corruption, those things. Then we said, and most especially, to be fair to them, they are interested in the corruption cases. As for the incompetence, it's very clear. So I said, not me, but through my lawyers. We said, we've been here, this is the third time. Each time we keep telling you that you are subordinates, you are under Kissi Ejabe, the two of you. You cannot investigate him. It's even different. Some people are now even saying that sometimes when a big committee is set up in an organization, sometimes it can include a junior officer. I'll not contest that. But this one, the two on the committee, both of them, they are subordinates to Kissi Ejabe. So from day 1 to day 3, that's meeting day 3. From meeting day 1 to meeting day 3, they kept bringing subordinates. And we kept raising the same thing, that no, give to somebody independent. So the second meeting, that was last week, Wednesday, we even had to now break it down for them. They were not getting it. This basic thing that if we say somebody who is about Kissi, easily you should think about the board of directors. So last week I had to mention that, why not? Let us meet the board of directors rather. Okay, or any other independent committee. So last week when we did, so we thought that this week that's what we're going to see. So when we entered and we saw the same officers, even at the beginning, we said, hey, is it the same? But we'll get there. Let's resolve this assault that went on, this verbal abuse that went on in the, downstairs. So when they finish, we'll come to it. So when we got into that main business, like we said, we repeated the objection that you are subordinates to Kissi Ejabe, so you cannot properly investigate him. Look, even if maybe you are the best, if you investigate him and you find him liable like this, in these circumstances, people will even say, you have a beef against him. Because what is expected is that you free him. So whichever way, it doesn't look, there's no objectivity. It doesn't look impartial. In other words, the optics are very bad. So we laid that and said, so we'll not give them the information. So then that means that that's the end of the conversation. Because when you lay an objection like that in law, and the objection is not properly answered, in this particular case, I'm to give you information. If I'm not satisfied with the protocols you've set, I can choose not to give you. So we said, no, then we are not giving. So we are done. So when we said we are done, then Mr. Abraham Ablo Mensah, the chief of staff at the OSP, said, okay, he's coming. He's going to consult, since we say we will not give the information to him. And then the other lawyer, the other person who is a lawyer, Albert Paddington. So he went and then he came back 15 minutes later. Even that one, we had to call for him to come. We said, no, we'll go because we are done. So what are we waiting again? Nothing will make us give the information. So when we've pushed and then he finally came, he came with another person. Then when he sat down, so he said, okay, we've come with this other person, and the business is that he is to arrest you for what happened earlier on, over 1 hour ago. Yes, the thing that happened 1 hour ago, so they are going to arrest me. When they say arrest, of course, arrest doesn't mean they will detain.
Yeah.
Arrest is different. We'll describe. The arrest is a process where you notify the person that you are officially investigating him.
Okay.
So arrest is not always about detention.
Okay.
It's not always. But sometimes we say arrest and then it can cover detention. But you can arrest somebody. I'm going to describe the process. And then in 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, within 1 minute of arrest, you can grant bail and then the person is free. But of course, what I mean is that then you go ahead and do the paperwork. Okay. But as soon as you finish arresting, then you can also say immediately, I grant you bail. So you can finish all within 1 or 2 minutes. Now let's describe. So the reason I agreed, I quickly told my lawyers that, look, this arrest, remember that I've said all these things against Kisi Ejavin, the incompetence is paining him and Albert Akrugu. Because Albert Akrugu, there's a petition at Shraj against him for conflict of interest in the SML matter. I don't know, Adams, have you seen the a petition against Albert Akrugu and Kisi Ejavin?
Yes, we've been following that one as well.
Yes, the petition is online. If you need copies, I can send you. So the thing they pain them. So when they said they were arrest, quickly I told my lawyers not to argue because as for arrest, it's a short process which we are about to describe. Let's do that. Rather, what we should be thinking about is how we'll get bail quickly and leave. As for arrest, don't complain. So then the officer said, oh, they should hurry up so that I can write a statement because I want to cooperate so that the bail will be easy. Okay. I don't want to say I'll write nothing because when you frustrate law enforcement, sometimes, though in law, you have a right to keep quiet and say you will not write a statement. If you don't, they get frustrated, so they can make the bail difficult. So, we are still developing. So the systems are not yet there. So if you cooperate, it will be easier than fighting too much. It's like everything you are fighting. No, I don't want such a tag.
Yeah.
So quickly, I said, yes, come and do it. So the man came to arrest a person. I'm talking about police arresting. It's different from citizen arrest. Okay. So for police to arrest you, he will touch your shoulder and say, you are under arrest. Then you read your Miranda rights to you. Listen, anything you say, you are not under any obligation. I'm arresting you for so and so offense. Okay. Under Article 14, Clause 3, you have to tell the person why you are arresting him. So when you finish, then you now tell him. So you have a right to keep silent, blah, blah, blah. But if you choose to speak, anything you say, we'll take it down in writing and it can be used in court as evidence against you, blah, blah. So when he's done, that's the arrest. So it's when he wants to detain you. But also remember, sometimes the arrest can also cover detention. But in this case, I'm just trying to emphasize that it's not always the case that when they say somebody is arrested, he must necessarily stay in custody for 1 day, 2 days, 3 months. No, they say 1 minute. As soon as he's done, he can say even before you write your statement, maybe he's in a hurry to go somewhere. So before you start writing the statement, if the policeman needs to go somewhere or it's already been agreed that this is a small offense, they don't want to delay you, they can say, listen, I'm going to make you write your statement, but in order not for us to delay, I'm going to grant you bail. So call somebody to come and bail you. Because maybe assuming you went alone and the person to bail you is in Kaswa and it is, let's say, 7 a.m. or something, the traffic, all that. So they want to inform you so that your person will start coming so that it doesn't delay you. But so it doesn't mean that you have to finish writing the statement before they will grant you bail. No. As soon as they finish you have a right to keep silent, blah, blah, blah. When they finish it, they can tell you that, but will grant you bail. Even that statement, it's not always necessary to write it there immediately. If there's an emergency, maybe, the way the police are not enough, there's an operation. So that same officer has to go and join the operation. He can go and say, look, I'll take your statement later. Bring the surety to sign for you, and then I would, take your statement.
So in your case yesterday, what happened after everything? I mean, what led to
very good?
Yeah, being granted bail.
So when I finished writing my statement, then Abraham Ablomensa said he would go and consult and come back. So he went out ostensibly to see Akrugu and the rest. Akrugu, who already are accused of conflict of interest at Shraj, etc. And then Kisi Ejabin corruption, blah. So he went out to consult. Then came back about 15 or 20 minutes. No, about 30 minutes. It took 30 minutes before they came back to say that, okay, they will grant me bail. So, okay. But the condition is that I should bring landed property in my name. Bring landed property, Adams. It's something that a soldier has abused a citizen. And then the citizen has also abused him back. It's insult, words. Don't criminalize speech. This type of thing, no? Then you say, I should go and bring landed property. So either the bare land or there's a house on it once it's landed. So they want what we call indenture or title deed or lease. So we thought that, but this thing looks too complicated. It's too excessive. Kpebu, I'm working in Ghana here, always on radio and the rest. Where am I running to? This now I'm very confident I can win this case, even though it's also possible I'll lose. But I'm confident, and that's my belief. So why would I run? So in such a thing, you don't make the bill very difficult.
Yeah.
So we appeal to him that no, that's not a proper. He should just let me sign, self-recognizance. But of course, I had lawyers there, so they could sign for me, even if he didn't want to do self-recognizance. So he said, okay, he was coming. Then he stepped out, another 15, 20 minutes. He went and then came back and said, no, they will not vary it. I should bring the landed document. So once again, as I said, you want bail, you have to cooperate quickly. Fortunately for me, I have indenture in the office.
Yeah.
Walking distance to from my office to OSP is 10 minutes if you are walking briskly. So quickly, I asked one of the lawyers to go back to the office and get this and that indenture and bring it. So he agreed. But when my officer left, he stepped out again to go and consult. And I'm sure they saw that, hey, I'm sure they were thinking that I'm very far away. By the time the person goes, maybe if Kasua or somewhere, by the time you go and come, they would have closed. So when he went to consult, they said, I don't know, I can be released once I bring the indenture. So he came back about 3-4 minutes later and said, no. They will not even be able to release me tonight because when I bring the indenture, they are going to verify it. So I said, verify how? Tonight, when I need to go out, they say, yes, that is it. So that they will lock me up. That's detain me.
Yeah.
So we kept appealing. They will have none of it. And then they handcuffed me and took me away. I didn't even have an opportunity to call my family. So they took me away. Didn't even know where I was going. And then eventually we landed at Blue Gate around 37, BNI.
Yeah.
And then they put me in there. Yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, but subsequently you were released yesterday evening. And after that, you granted a number of interviews. You've mentioned that, I mean, beyond this, there is a substantive issue that has to do with the allegations you've leveled against the OSP. You've also stated that there are some over 15 allegations that you have leveled against the OSP. When are we going to get to the bottom of this? You stated you're going to petition the president. How soon would the petition get to His Excellency the President? And you're scheduled to go back there again on December 4th. What are we expecting that would happen when you go back on December 4th? Which is today.
Okay, so when it comes to the petition, I keep getting more filler. Yes, you see how Ghanaians cooperate. Yeah. Ghanaians like to cooperate if they can give you information secretly. Yeah. A lot of people are scared of showing their faces. I mean, for many reasons. We'll go into the reasons later. And also, some people are always scared that there will be reprisal attacks, like what happened to me. That's a reprisal attack because I said I'll petition against Kisi Ejabin and Albert and the rest. They are not happy. Samidako, you see, so we'll teach him a sense. That's what they sought to do and they failed, right? So that's why some people don't like to report. But once they see that somebody's good to say he will go and report, they will meet you back door and give you information. So Adams, I keep getting more information. So the petition is growing bigger and bigger. It will be the mother of all petitions. So now I cannot confirm that we'll present it today. More people are contacting me and giving me more filler. It's good because we are putting everything in it. And people say they'll come and testify. They say yes. Once the petition gets in, some say they'll come and testify. They just don't want their names to be like he's the one who petitioned. Because if the petition, when the thing starts, if somebody is not even willing to come, there's what we call subpoena. So that one, if you serve him subpoena, if they serve you a subpoena as a person in Ghana, whether you're a citizen or not, and you don't come, the court can cause your arrest. So when you serve the people who are reluctant to subpoena, some will come. Some too are very scared. They will tell you that I will never come to the committee. But others say, oh, once the committee is set up and you give me subpoena, that one I'll come. You know, a lot of public officers, the way they know subpoena. So people are giving me more information. Hey, they know subpoena. He said, oh, serve me subpoena. That one I come. Because he knows that when he shows subpoena to the head of the agency, no matter who the head is, the head will understand that, they are saying this, your officer shouldn't go. And the court will cause his arrest. No person will do that. Right? No head of an institution will do that. So you say, we'll serve you subpoena by force. You must come before the committee. So, Adam, more people are giving me information. So it depends. If the information quietens down, it's possible to be Monday. Okay. If it keeps rolling in, it will maybe at a point. I don't think we are at that point where I should stop. Maybe by the time we get to like 30 charges, they will be like, no, it's okay. Say he slapped 78 charges on the Ofuriata case. So maybe we will do half for him. When we were slapped Kisi with 35 charges, then maybe he will see that that one goes, right? So let's see how that one goes. Then today I'm to go back and fulfill the bail conditions. They say landed property. So I have some indenture. I'll go and show them, and then we'll take it from there.
All right, Counsel, thank you very much for your time with us this morning. We're most grateful. We'll be following these issues closely, and we'll definitely come back to you again subsequently.
PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.